What is up, guys? Tuner Colt podcast number not 22, 2. I'm here with my colleague here, the guy that tells you how many entries you're getting on our giveaway videos.
You guys can call me D-Bone.
Today's D-Bone. Okay. So what's going on? What's happening? How's it going? How's your day?
Wow, it's going great. I'm just excited to be back here on this couch because, guys, podcast number 1 was such a blast. Mo and I were talking about it, and we're just glad that you guys enjoyed it. Speaking of that YouTube video, the podcast that we uploaded, we asked you guys, if you watched it in its entirety, to comment Happy Cinco de Mayo. And many of you did, so there's a lot of shout-outs.
There was a lot of comments. The video has only been up for just a short amount of time, maybe less than an hour. We already got a couple dozen Cinco de Mayo comments. So thank you guys. We're going to give you a shout out in a moment. We really appreciate you watching until the ending of the video. Is there going to be like a special code for this video so we know that people watch till the end?
Special code. Well, you guys are going to have to watch it to the end to find out what that is.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. I'm completely lost. I had a long day. I had a very long day. I was with the R34 all day, actually. A lot of top secret stuff going on right now with the R34 Midnight Purple GTR. We were working with some companies today, locating some modifications because we're going to be starting a build series with an R34 GTR, the Tuner Colt one. And that has to be our first, exciting news for this podcast that we're going to be
guys.
doing a build
Can
series.
we get an applause for that? Build series, R34.
Build series, Tuner Colt R34.
There it is, baby.
A lot of people want to see that.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people. After our first podcast, we started getting a lot of comments and DMs, and everyone's asking about the R34. And before we can bring it back, we have to modify it because I have some plans, and I have some overnight parts from Japan, like I mentioned in the last podcast.
Overnight parts from Japan, guys. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
So shall we get to the shout outs for all of you top fans over here, top followers?
The Cinco de Mayo commentators.
Let's see if we can get that pulled up right here on the big screen. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Let's just run it down the list.
Let me go and pull them up here as well because I have them all saved. We really appreciate you guys. We really appreciate you guys all, watching this. This is our second podcast, our first one. We are not very comfortable doing things like this. We're car builders, car company. So doing stuff like this is a little weird.
It's new for us.
And it's new for us, but we're really doing it just for you guys because a lot of you guys have a lot of questions. You want to know things like we'll get into how to, in a little bit, we'll get into like, for example, how to verify our winners are legit. That's a big one. We get comments all the time on our Instagram. How do I know this is real? And in replying to comments, it's like doesn't do justice.
No, absolutely not. It's so hard to put that all in one post, as we said in the last episode. But guys, we're gonna answer all the questions you've got.
So let's write it down a list on our podcast that we just uploaded a couple hours ago. The next time we do a podcast, we'll have a few days of comments for you guys to catch up. For those of you guys that didn't miss out, make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel so that way you don't miss, and turn on the notifications and all that. So running down the list, we have Mike Sanchisi. Happy Cinco de Mayo to you as well. Well, even though it just passed, thank you. I appreciate you watching the video to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Kid Friendly Gaming. You guys have been really slipping on the comment. This one's for you. You'd have twice my orders if you put out more content. Now, I really appreciate the comment. We love the criticism. It's constructive. We get to learn from that. That's what we're here for. As far as putting in more orders, that's never our main goal is to get more orders. We're just trying to get more information out to the people who are entering to win their dream cars. But yeah, we've already been through this. We definitely need more content.
You guys heard that. The R34 build series. I mean, there you go. We're giving it to you. And then we're going big. Going big this time.
Yeah, we need more review videos of the current giveaway cars like this one right here.
We do.
By the way, this giveaway ends this weekend. So if you're watching this, it is the final weekend to get entered to win this Supra plus $30,000 cash. Join our 40 plus other winners on Tuner Colt. And also you get a bunch of cash to go with it.
Who's going to say no to that? Come on.
Green Bay Packers, back to our comments. Give away a Mustang. These are some good comments.
Give away a Mustang.
Should we give away a Mustang?
I mean, what kind of Mustang are we talking here? Because I'll tell you what, if we give away a Mustang between 65 and 69.
Oh, you're talking about classic.
I'm talking about a Mustang. All the other new Mustangs are nice too, I'll tell you that.
What about you? What do you think? You look like you have something to say over there.
I like the newer ones.
Newer?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The new. Which one was the new one? The Shelby GT 500. Was that the newest? One of the newer ones that just came out.
Not the newest one. I think that one's kind of ugly, actually.
So would you prefer to have old Mustang giveaway classic and you want new?
Listen, I have a 64.5 Mustang tattooed on my arm.
Let me see.
So I love Mustangs, okay?
Wow.
How did I never see
I've
that?
never seen
I've
that.
never seen that.
That's the first car
Hold
that
it up
I
again for the
bought.
camera. This is a good thumbnail right here.
See that?
This is the thumbnail right here. Mustang tat.
First car I ever bought for myself, and I regret selling it, but those cars are a blast. So
That's
My
cool.
first car was a 67 Mustang.
You guys both
I
had
know
old
that.
Mustangs? Oh my god, I'm
Yeah.
missing out. I don't even know what it's like.
oh man, well maybe we'll give one away. Maybe.
I need to get me the Eleanor, you know what I mean?
Good luck.
All right, so interesting gamer, happy Cinco de Mayo. Thank you for watching to the end. Happy Cinco de Mayo from love what you guys are doing. See you guys soon. Will Immortal. That's a good attitude.
Yeah, that's what I'm
See
talking
you guys
about.
soon. That's a good attitude.
Manifest
Because
it.
Manifesting the win. He might or she might be here pretty soon.
Here we go. Let's hope so.
This is exactly where our past winners have all come. This is, if you guys haven't noticed from our winner videos, this is exactly where all the winners come when they come to claim their cars. So it'd be kind of cool, right? To watch these podcasts and then end up being a winner of one of the giveaways. Come to the exact place where you're like, oh, this is what, okay.
Absolutely. You know what would be a cool idea too is maybe after the day that they pick up the car or check it out, next day, what if we had them on a podcast?
That'd be
It's an
cool.
idea.
Oh, you know what? That's a great idea.
That's a really
That's
good
an
idea.
idea, right? there.
28 Apex. Happy Cinco de Mayo to you as well. Jason Ayala. Till this day, I'm still dreaming of winning the Skyline. You are not alone, based on the amount of comments we're getting today on Instagram. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Another R34 giveaway, please, from Tuan Lee. John Elkins, great ideas. Let's clear the air for the ones who don't read the fine print. No problem. We're going to get into that a little bit later on how to verify past winners, etc. Andrew Hall, I'm trying to see that Supra in my driveway. I bet a lot of people are probably, wanting to see that.
Absolutely.
Callan Ray, we need more content of the giveaway cars for each giveaway. As we discussed, it's coming. Thank you for
It
the
is.
comment. We appreciate it. VSCYRL, I will not even try to pronounce that. Thank you for watching till the end.
Visceral.
David, Angel Vilas, Anthony 671, Tim Kim Chengi. I appreciate all of the comments and especially watching to the videos end. Eric ESW Mata, Hector Sanchez, appreciate it. Love all you guys. Appreciate you guys watching to the very end. Derek Berry, amazing idea podcast. Love it. Thank you. I appreciate
Can't wait
it.
for the build videos. Well, Derek, we can't wait to give you the build videos.
Although I do appreciate all these people watching to the very end, I do want to see more comments after this podcast on, questions about the cars we can answer here on the next podcast, about the giveaways, or even any ideas of things you guys want to see. I want to invite some of our viewers to come sit right. I mean, that's why we have this huge couch.
Absolutely.
I want to invite some of these winners obviously, but viewers to come sit here. And you know what would be cool? I'm going to bring the R34 for the next podcast.
Guys, applause for that. Can we get an applause? That's exciting. That's
We're gonna
news.
get the R34 here for
Oh,
the next
man.
podcast, and maybe one of you guys commenting on this podcast, if you're local to Orange County or willing to drive down here to Irvine, California, we'll have you here. We'll have the R34 there. We'll ask you some questions on our podcast, and you can go for a spin in the R34. I mean,
Absolutely. I mean, who wouldn't want that?
Is that cool?
I think it's a good idea.
That's
good
a
idea?
great idea.
So what do we want to see comment wise?
Comments, anything. I think that if we start each podcast 10 minutes on the comment section answering your guys' questions, leave it below because I think that'd help you guys out. We're really catering here to our community, Tuner Cult community. That's what we do these podcasts for. So leave your questions and also any ideas you have for content you want to see. As Mo said, we got this build series coming out. We got in-depth walk-around videos coming out. But let's keep going. I mean, we're going full blast with this content, you guys.
Yeah, I like that. The build series is only the one part. We're gonna have to do walk around videos with our next giveaway car. We're gonna invite some of you guys down. Leave a comment if you want to come and be on our podcast and take a spin in the R34, see it in person live here at the headquarters, just leave a comment. I mean, that's pretty much the best way to communicate on YouTube is leaving comments.
Absolutely. But again, big shout out to everybody who commented. That's
Yeah,
a lot
we
of love
really-
and support.
Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
So with that said, I mean, I think it's imperative we get into how do we verify past winners?
You want to jump right into it, huh?
Let's do it.
So a lot of you guys always asking on the comments, asking how do we know it's real? How do we know it's legit? And I get it. Giving away giant, big cars like these and cash. One of the easiest ways to verify a past winner would be to contact the sweepstakes company that we have that handles our drawings.
Right.
They're legitimate company, bonded and insured agencies with the United States of America. Did you know all of our sweepstakes are 100% registered with the United States?
Wow. I did
You
not.
can't run a sweepstakes legally without being bonded and be registered with the states, especially Florida, New York, and California are the top states that you have to have additional filings before you can even launch a sweepstakes or giveaway. So there's definitely a lot of eyes on us when it comes to legality. Once sweepstakes are ended, people are companies and organizations that do the auditing are all notified of who won, what's their name, what's their information. The winners sign affidavit that says, okay, I'm claiming the prize, I'm the winner, and I'm doing this and that. All that stuff gets filed with the government. Like it literally gets filed with the states, and the person who wins doesn't just come here, take the car, and vanish.
Right.
They fill out documents. Everything gets literally submitted to the agency, the sweepstakes company, and then they submit it to the states. So every one of our past winners can be verified simply by contacting the sweepstakes company. The sweepstakes company you could call them and say, hey, who won TCG 26 for Tuner Colt? And they'll tell you, Anthony Sotomayor. He's from Tampa, Florida. He won the BMW and this much cash and whatever. And I mean, you could literally do that for every one of our giveaways. And you can email them too. And the company we use for our sweepstakes, American Sweepstakes Company, they actually do Coca-Cola, Pepsi. They do like all the Coke bottles and whatever to give away stuff, sweepstakes. They actually run all these Fortune 500 corporate American brand companies. They do all of their sweepstakes as well. So no affiliation with us. And I know I've seen some giveaways online where they don't even have any bonded, insured sweepstakes backing company that runs the drawings, anything. Those are the sketchy ones, guys. You got to watch out. If they're not using a legitimate third party sweepstakes company, then that means that nobody can actually verify if the person who won is a real winner or if they just made the name up out of thin air.
That is very good to know. I knew it was an extensive legal process, but I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It is. And for us to be giving away our 41st car right here, which ends this weekend, guys. I mean, the years we've been doing this, I mean, there's constantly people checking us, Facebook, everybody is monitoring us. If this was a scam or if these winners weren't real, we would have been shut down by the government by now. We file taxes, we operate business licenses, everything's legit. Like there's no way that we'd be on our 41st giveaway without any hiccup if it wasn't legit.
Right.
So that's two ways you will know that we're legitimately giving away cars to winners and everything's legit. You can contact our sweepstakes company, which is a major company in America. It's like top sweepstakes firm. You can also check our past winners page on our website. On there, you'll see all of our past winners from when they came to claim the prize, and also on our Instagram. I don't know how many times I've commented on people's comments asking. One comment we get is they never show their past winners. They never show the people who win these cars. And I literally comment back to every one of them, or as many as I can, explain to them, hey, we have a past winners page. We have all of our past winners on our past winners page. And we also follow them on our Instagram.
That's right. I'm not even followed by Tuner Colt. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you have to win a car to be followed by Tuner
Well, we
Colt.
don't want it to be confusing, right? So if we start following a bunch of people that work here and we start following a bunch of people who are like our friends, etc., then it's gonna get confusing. So we purposely
the point.
only follow our past winners. So if somebody needs to see, you know, who we're following, they immediately are gonna see all of our past winners. Christopher Mack from Indianapolis, Skylar, Brett, Andrew, Richard, all of these past winners. We follow them. Occasionally they post the cars they've won.
Yeah.
Occasionally, some more than others. Some are at car shows every day. Some are at car shows once ever. Some are posting every day. Some of them don't post every day.
Right.
We don't dictate like, hey, like if you win, you have to post a car every day. These are people, they have their own lives, you know?
One thing that I like too is sometimes when we see these comments on our posts, you know, people saying, "Oh, is this real? Is this a scam? Whatever." The actual winners will comment back
I've
and
seen
say,
that,
"Hey,
yep.
no, this is real," and I think that's pretty cool. To get the actual past winners.
sometimes some people get pretty nasty. Like they'll leave a comment, like a huge paragraph, like this is what they do and this is how they do it, and nobody's a real winner, and I know this because, and basically the whole thing is like,
They're just salty.
the whole thing is literally made up out of thin air. And like I don't even know how to respond to this guy, right? Because he's like making things up, straight up lies. So what I'll do on those ones is I'll just grab like a handful of our past winners and I'll just tag them. I'll just reply to his comment like, here are some of the past winners. And then I see all of our past winners. They go and they comment like, hey man, go check out my profile. Hey, I'm from Indy. If you want to come see the car. Hey, you're
up
from
the
Texas?
receipts. Yeah.
I'm from Texas too. Why don't you come to this car meet and you can see the car there. So I really appreciate, shout out to all of our past winners.
Big shout out. Big shout out to everybody. You know, one other thing that I want to say that I really like is whenever we go live and we announce our new winners, there's always a ton of comments of positivity and
Yeah.
people saying, congratulations to the winner. And I think that shows a lot of character. So
You gotta keep the good karma going. That's what I like to see, because whenever someone wins, they were just like you probably on the last car, right? They didn't win, so they kept in there. They picked up a shirt or whatever. Excuse me, and they ended up winning. And so like you don't want to be the one that wins a car, and then everyone's hating on you. It's like, oh man, like
You don't
now I
want
feel like some people don't care. They're like, I don't give a shit. It's my car. I won. I don't care what people say. But some people are like, they kind of ruins it for them.
yeah.
So the way I look at it is, if you don't end up winning one of the cars, you got to stay positive. You got to show love and support to your fellow cult members here on Instagram or Facebook, on our Instagram, Facebook, because you never know when it's going to be your turn.
Never know.
And you definitely want to have a good experience. You don't want to, get a bunch of hate.
No.
And so that's
Positive community. Positivity brings positivity.
well, the entire point of the giveaway, like I told you, it's just to change lives. I mean, we've been a clothing company since 2005. The giveaways was just turned out to be like a fun little side project. I mean, it was a lot less stressful when it was just selling clothing in a clothing brand. I can assure you that the giveaways is a headache, and it's very hard to deal with. So much content has to be produced daily, so many moving parts, so many legality, so many. I could go on and on about why it's so much harder to give away a car versus just selling the clothing like we used to. But when we started changing people's lives, the looks on people's faces, it was just too much. Like we had to keep going. Like it actually makes it more fun and makes it more exciting. Right before a giveaway is about to end, for me the excitement kicks in. Like, where is this winner gonna be from? When the sweepstakes company verifies someone, calls us, gives us the name, like, where are they gonna be from? Our last winner, actually, can you pull him up?
Yeah.
He's actually from Hawaii.
Yep.
Originally, he's from Arizona. He's been in the military, I believe, for did he say 4+ years?
Oh yeah. I think it was 12 years.
12 years he's been in the military. So he's in Hawaii. He's been living in Hawaii, but he's from Arizona. And he's
Maybe
right
even longer
here.
than 12 years.
We have him both on the screen. He's our most recent winner that's come down, guys, to claim his prize. And it was the Veris GTR TC4, the one right before this one. He was literally right here.
Sitting in
And,
the same spot you guys are sitting in right now.
Yeah, literally. So one of you guys watching could be here for this car next. Car's on the way. You know what I should have did before we started this podcast? I should have got the photo and the video of the car being loaded on the trailer.
Yeah.
The car got loaded on the trailer. The shipping company they're gonna take. So this is how it works, right? So they're gonna take it down to San Diego first, and then from San Diego, there's like a Hawaiian ship or vessel that ships cars, or cargo and cars. So he's saying he's gonna have his car approximately like 10 days.
Wow.
That's pretty
awesome.
fast, right?
Quick.
I also saw his Instagram post, his most recent Instagram post. You probably can't see it from here.
Let me see
If
it.
we can pull it up. He made room in his garage already.
It's a picture of an
It's a
empty
picture.
garage. What did he put on
He
there?
says, "All ready for my new girl."
Oh wow.
So he's
That's so cool.
excited.
We
Oh,
get a
man.
lot of comments, people asking, can you win if you're in Hawaii? Well, I'm so happy to say that the question has been answered, and we have our first Hawaiian winner.
Absolutely. If you guys ever go out to Hawaii, it's it's a big island, but still, there's a good chance you might see that ripping around the streets.
So he
keep my eye
works
out.
on submarines. That's
Works
pretty
on
cool.
Submarines. It's very cool. Getting to know him, getting to know all the winners. One winner in particular, just right before him, Mason Schroeder. Schrader? I forget how to say exactly.
Schrader.
I remember he corrected me in person too. I'm sorry, Mason. But the cool thing about Mason is he's been entering since the very beginning, since TCG number 2. He even remembers the NSX.
Yeah.
So that just goes back to, when you enter and you don't win, some people still keep entering and entering. And look,
Yep, that's
nearly
true.
40 giveaways later, he's taken home the Supra.
Yeah, there's been several winners who I know Michael can attest to this because you've been here for most of these winter days when they came down.
Yeah, almost all of them.
A good 75% of them at least have mentioned that they've entered for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 giveaways from Tuner Colt
Yep.
before entering and winning. It's funny, I forgot exactly which winner it was. I want to say it was Adam Terrence who won the Supra, but when he got the car back home and he posted it in his garage, it was either him or someone else. I don't remember exactly, but when they took their first picture of the car in their garage, they had the posters of like several other giveaways on the garage wall.
I've seen that, yeah.
And it was all the other giveaways that he was entering for. So he would buy posters, probably shirts too, but he would buy the posters, and that was pretty cool. So his car's there, and then he has a poster of like several cars that were given away right before that he did not win.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think it's cool too that there's a bunch of people with pictures that I took on their wall.
Yeah, that's true.
It is really cool.
I mean, I feel like we have some pretty amazing posters, apparel as well, like this shirt that you're wearing right now. This is our at this moment it's unreleased, but it's releasing for this weekend, for the final weekend of this car. It's our new box cut.
I'm going to
tees.
stand up. I'm going to give you a little. Can we get a little applause for the t-shirt? Not for me. Check this out.
So Dylan is the one who said we need thicker shirts. So go ahead and stand up one more time while I give an explanation. So these are the thicker 6.5 ounce, super thick box cut tees. There's going to be about 4 or 5 designs released in this thick box cut tee material, and it has like a really thick collar as well. So and it has the bigger arms, right? So it has a little bit of a baggier arm versus the more fitted style. I know all of you guys are not in California like we are, and don't like the really thin, airy shirts because it's always hot here. So box cut tees are coming to Tuner Colt. Well,
Guys.
if you're watching this, it's already released.
They're my favorite shirts that we've made here. They're my favorite. So when it goes live, if you're into this kind of stuff, grab it before it's
Well, it's going to be live when they watch this.
then grab it because it's limited.
Limited, yeah. There's only going to be a limited amount per design. There's going to be only 4 or 5 prints, and then it's going to be very, very limited quantities per size. And once they're gone, we're either going to continue making these thick shirts or we are not. So if you want to get a nice thick box tee, this is your chance. I know a lot of people have been asking.
Yep.
Did you match your watch to the shirt on purpose?
Oh, that's a cool watch. I just noticed.
Of course I did.
Wow. That's nice.
Thank you.
Your watch matches the bird's neck.
It matches the bird's neck. This watch was a gift from my fiance. I'm just gonna say that. A little personal there.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting a little personal.
All right.
But guys, back to right here. This beautiful car sitting right next to Mo. Again, it ends this weekend. We were actually just discussing before this how many Supras, how many A90s we've given away. The most recent one being
man, that's a lot.
Lucas Tremmel right here, and he actually just posted it. He took it to a car meet.
I think it was like Slammed Enough.
Yeah.
A Slammed Enough. It's like a convention center car show, the ones they do like in the convention centers. Where he's from in Tennessee. Maybe it was in Tennessee. He lives in Tennessee, but I think it was. I don't know. In California, like you could drive like 12 hours and you're still in California because it's so long.
I don't know. That's a stretch.
Maybe 10 hours. But these other guys, they're from states where like you drive a couple hours this way,
And you're in a different state.
a couple hours this way,
Yep, different state.
couple hours that way. So he's from Tennessee, but I don't know where the show is. If you go on our Instagram, Lucas, we follow him on our Instagram, Lucas Tremel. He won the Midnight Purple Supra Panda. Very nice car. I love that car, the way it came out. That one had the full carbon under the engine bay. But it didn't have the big turbo like this one does. But it's still a really badass car, and I really love it a lot. He won that car. He actually just became a police officer. Remember he was telling you that when he was here that he was in the academy?
Yeah.
I saw a post on his Instagram the other day that he has his gun, he has his badge. He's a full-blown Tennessee police officer now.
He must have the nicest car as a police officer.
Hey, if you want to know if our giveaways are legit, hey, there's a cop that won. And I'm pretty sure he's not allowed to lie. So hit him up on Instagram, Lucas Tremel from Tennessee. And if you have any parking tickets, maybe make friends with him. He'll help you out. And he won that badass Supra, and he went to a show. I'm pretty sure he won an award. A lot of our past winners have won awards. Maybe on our next podcast, we'll get them up here. About a dozen of our past giveaway cars have won trophies and other awards. It's pretty sick. I really like that. I really like seeing the past winners going to car shows and stuff and representing for Tunercool.
Out of all of our past Mark V Super builds, which one would be your favorite?
I don't know. I gotta say, to be honest with you, it's gonna be between Lucas's Midnight Purple or I don't know, Richard Mears, the Sand.
That's a nice one.
I really like that one a lot.
Number 14.
People really like that one, the TCG 14.
And that's the Street Hunter kit, right?
That one's Street Hunter. Yep. Leave a comment, guys. You want to see us bring back the Street Hunter? I know we've done a couple of Pandoms.
What would you say if you had to pick right now? Not giving anything away, saying that it's the next giveaway car, one of the next. But if you could pick your dream giveaway car, what would it be?
A dream giveaway car for Tunercool, or a dream car that I would win from somebody else or something?
Give me one of both.
A dream car for me, I had a lot of fun building the Huracan. The Huracan was fun. TCG 13, the full 1016 wide body kit, supercharger, etc. That was a really fun car. We went and bought the car, literally bone stock.
Yeah.
Right. We did the full kit, the wheels, suspension, VF supercharger. They dynoed it. We filmed the dyno. I mean, that thing was fun. That was a fun car.
Cool story about that car. That's actually how I got to meet you. That's
Yeah,
how
I
I got to meet
remember.
Michael. It was
Do you
that
remember?
car.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We were giving away the orange Huracan, and he was like, "Hey, can I come down and
Because I
see
live
the
in
car?"
the area. Yeah.
He was basically someone who hit us up, like, "Hey, can I see the car in person?" And that day happened to be just like the perfect timing because we're always so busy. But it just happened to be that we had a little extra time, so we said, "Yeah, we'll be here filming outside the headquarters. So if you want to come." Did he drive the car?
I think so. Did you
You
drive
did
it?
drive the car, didn't
I
you?
did.
Yeah.
Wow. So if you guys hit us up and want to come see our giveaway cars, we might let you drive them. Yeah, that was cool.
A couple of years ago. Yeah.
Wow, TCG 13, like look how far up that wall it was. And then you just started, working with us here for YouTube in the last 5 cars. So
I remember Blair Reed was the first winner that I
oh
met.
my God. So the first time you came to the headquarters was TCG 13. We didn't see you for so long. You probably entered in the giveaways, but then TCG
did.
34, TCG 34 is when you were here officially working for us and working with us at making the YouTube videos.
That's right. It's funny. I still get texts to this day saying, "Hey, 50 times bonus entries, final weekend." I'm like, "Dang it, I can't enter though." But I like the text.
Yeah, you can't enter because you work here, so you're disqualified. Sorry.
But hey, guys, I even entered. I bought the mystery boxes. I did all that.
But you didn't win.
But I didn't. But look, now we're here making videos for the cars. Just as good.
You're making your money back.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
There you go.
So what's going on, guys? Leave some comments. Let us know what you want to see on the next podcast. Again, this car ends this weekend, guys, and one of you guys could be here. Leave a comment if you want to come down to the headquarters. I think that's a great idea
Absolutely.
because eventually we're going to run out of things to talk about. We need to get someone down here that can,
Just ask us a bunch of questions from outside perspective.
outside perspective. That's what we need. We need people who are people who enter, people who follow our page to come in here and basically ask us and questions that people probably want to know the answers to on here.
Right. Absolutely. So leave a comment because you could be the one who comes down, especially if we have that R34 right here. Be able to see that in person.
Yep, it's coming.
I'm excited for that.
It's coming.
It's coming, you guys. Well, enter. Last weekend. That's all I got to say. And now that we're at the very end of our podcast, you know what we should comment? If you watch it to this point,
Godzilla.
Godzilla, because she's coming back. OG Godzilla.
How about Godzilla is coming?
That's good.
That way people
Godzilla's
who see
coming.
the comments are confused, like, why is everybody saying Godzilla's coming? Start to get scared a little bit and wondering what's going on. So if you watched it to the very end, we really appreciate you guys. Comment Godzilla is coming. And if you are... Okay, so we asked people to comment for many things. So one, Godzilla is coming if you watch to the end so we know who our supporters are.
So we can shout you out.
Exactly. And also leave the comments on criticism, what we should do, what questions you want answered on the next one.
Right.
And lastly, if you're local or within driving distance of us here in Orange County, California, comment if you want to come down and join us right here on this seat. And also go for a spin in the R34. Why not?
Or if you just got that bread and you want to fly down here and just check out the car, then come on down.
If you got the bread, he said, if you got the bread,
If
you
you
want to
got the
come
bread.
driving an R34.
Then leave a
Come
comment.
on
baby.
down.
Leave a comment. Awesome.
But I'll leave this podcast, we'll end this podcast on the note that Godzilla, in fact, is coming. Godzilla has plenty of new modifications that are going to be going in. We're going to be filming all of the work done here at our headquarters, and that'll be part of our coming back to YouTube series. We'll have a build series going on. We got the podcast going on. And also, I said this many times, but I really want to get some of our followers on Instagram or YouTube to come down to the headquarters and see the cars in person. I mean, they're just sitting here beautifully under this nice lighting. I would like to see, let's get some people hitting us up. Like, hey, I want to come down to the headquarters and see the car,
yeah.
and we can arrange that. So
It's
let us know.
completely different seeing it in person
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
than on videos.
Completely different. I would love for people to come down and see the cars in person, take pictures and post them on their Instagram, etc. Posting it on Instagram and Facebook never does justice, and we put a lot of hard work into these cars, and the only person who ends up seeing it in person is the person who wins.
Right.
So it'd be cool if some of you guys want to come down. Let us know. Leave a comment.
And it'd be cool to see some of your builds if you do come down. Maybe we'll have a coffee and donuts or something. You guys can all meet.
I'm gonna save this one for the next podcast. But when you said,
Yep.
you know what he just triggered?
Yep.
Guys, I have a huge surprise for you guys coming. And we might even pick someone from our YouTube to come on down and take on this adventure with us. But I won't say much. Maybe on the next podcast, I'll leak it. I think we've done enough for this one. Godzilla's coming. Come on down, hang out with us, be on our podcast, etc. I'm going to save that extremely good news for probably the next podcast.
Got to end it on a cliffhanger right there.
End it on the cliffhanger.
Godzilla's coming.
Godzilla's coming.
We out.
We out.